Hey everybody, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining me again. So this is a Better Way with Kirsten Kimura podcast. If you're watching this on YouTube, please leave this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you get a notification every time I post something new. And if you are listening to it on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, there you can leave me a 5-star rating and a review too. And always please share this podcast with your friends and family if you have found it helpful. So another thing is that please join also my Fit and Fuel Facebook group if you're not a member there yet for almost daily inspiration and tips that will help you with your body composition goals, with your strength goals, nutrition tips, and so on. So I really hope to see you there. When you join, come say hi, send me a private message, and let's talk. What are you working with, or what are you working on, and if I could maybe help you, because I have a lot of free resources in the group. It might just be difficult to find them because of how Facebook is organized. It's not always chronological or logical oftentimes at all. So let me know what you are working with, and I may have a totally free guide that I can send to you that will help you with your specific issue. So join that Facebook group. Again, it's called Fit and Fueled. So today we're going to talk about different types of people and their approach to health and fitness. And my goal, my hope is that I can help you to find the more balanced way of training, more balanced way of approaching the whole fitness lifestyle. Because let me tell you, nothing is less sustainable than being extreme, right? If you're super extreme, or on the other hand, you don't do anything at all, as far as physical fitness, then that's not going to go well, because if you're super extreme, you're going to burn out. If you don't do anything at all, you're never going to get the results that you wanted. You're just talking about it. But there's a third way too. So this is the more balanced approach, which I hope that you will get to. So let me describe you these personality types and how I see them, and see where do you recognize yourself. Of course, these are not some kind of like scientific categories, but this is all based on my observations. So of course, there's some overlap here and there. Not everything may apply to you, but some things might. So see where you are here, based on these three kind of categories that I have come up with. So the first person is somebody who is very obsessed with exercise, right? So she's super fearful of missing even just one single workout. When this happens, if she needs to skip a workout, she just cannot stop ruminating about it. It's like, oh my God, this is a bad thing. I'm going to lose all my gains. Sometimes perfectionism, right? I should have done it. I'm a failure if I didn't do it this way. So this causes a lot of guilt, a lot of anxiety, and this is not a good place really for anybody to be, because you want to have flexibility. You want to be able to make changes into your plans if needed. Yes, you want to be like structured and do your workouts most of the time, but if some kind of emergency happens, then you have to be flexible enough so that you can make changes into your plans without freaking out. Okay. Then this personality that I'm describing to you right now also has this attitude that nothing, absolutely nothing can ever come between me and my workout. Like this is the most important thing. And God forbid if somebody does something that causes the workout to be skipped, then that's treated like it's the end of the world, right? Also, for example, if this person goes to vacation and goes to a hotel and the hotel doesn't have a gym, they might freak out. They're like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? This is awful. How am I going to survive like a full week without the gym? Let me tell you, you're going to survive just fine. As long as you're doing your workouts regularly when you're at home, this is part of your routine all the time, then 1 week of missed workouts or not going to the gym, it's not going to break anything for you. So if you are that person that I'm describing right now, I want to give you the permission right now. Calm down. It's okay. Uh, Recently, I did a podcast on tracking macros on a vacation, and I mentioned there too, like when I go on a vacation, if it's 1 week, I typically do not go to the gym. I just don't, because I'm doing other things. I'm active anyway, and I know that 1 week is not going to break absolutely anything, right? So the next thing that this person might be dealing with is this idea that, like, if I don't move or if I don't do my workout, then they can almost like visually like, or like they can sense like body fat is coming on. And this is not true, right? You can't be like, oh, I sat down, I feel so guilty for sitting down, I feel so guilty for missing my workout today, and now the fat is coming on at this rate that, I cannot stop it anymore, I cannot turn it around, and everything's ruined. It's like it can really start spiraling for a lot of people in their heads like that, and there is no reason, because there's no truth in this, right? So your body fat is not coming on like this, when you sit down for a little bit. It's just not how it happens. Body fat gain and body weight gain are the results of, over consuming calories and not exercising, over the course of, several months, right? It doesn't happen from one missed workout. You have to understand that and keep telling yourself that if this is what gets you kind of freaked out. And the last thing that this person does is that she sees herself as failure because she didn't do her workout perfectly, or she couldn't follow the program perfectly. So I think it's very important that you do listen to your body too. So if you had like a sleepless night, or something, happened, or you were more tired, please feel free to do a shorter workout or take that day off. Just don't obsess. Don't obsess about this one thing. And you're not a failure because you did not do everything. I also heard people saying like, okay, like I was more tired, but the program said 12 reps and I had to do 12 reps, although I was really tired by, the seventh. And I'm like, why can't you just make a little adjustment there and do then 8 repetitions or 7 repetitions? It's okay. It's not going to break you. It's not going to harm your results, right? Yes, most of the time you do want to follow the program. And if you need a good program, my Train to Build is the way to go, right? So get that program, start lifting. There's all the videos, all the explanations, everything's laid out for you. You can't go wrong with that. But if you are there and the plan says 12 and you're like, oh my God, it's seventh rep and this is really, really hard, do seven then. That's okay. Okay, next step, I'm just gonna take lighter weights so I can do, well, all the reps that are required. But this thinking that, oh my goodness, like the world's gonna end because I didn't do everything perfectly, it's very anxiety producing, and it's definitely a sign of perfectionism, which is a sign of low self-worth. And we can go on and deeper and deeper and deeper. Maybe in one podcast episode we go, but this is a sign of low self-worth, and you actually need to heal on that, right? Or heal that. So we'll get to that in another episode. Okay, so the second type of person is the opposite of the first type. And the second type is a person who is not able to do anything consistently, right? So maybe she said, I'm going to do 3 workouts a week, and she does it like for 1 week, and the second week's just not there anymore. It's like, no, not going. If you're not consistent like that, you can't put together even like 2 weeks, let alone months of consistent workouts, then we shouldn't be surprised that the results are not there, right? And then we're wondering, something's not working. Oh, the workout thing is not working. So why bother? I'm not going to do it anymore, right? So for this person, working out is often not a priority. It gets done when she quote unquote feels like it, and that doesn't happen often. So I just don't feel like it. And this is where we could be like overusing this, like, oh, listen, I listen to my body, right? So I would say the first person that I described should actually listen to her body. And then the second person right now can use I listen to my body in a way that my body never wants to move. So I'm not gonna, right? So we can't use that, right? Then um, this person also may have this mentality of like going hard, going hard, real, I do like everything that I can, let's say like 6, 7 workouts per week. And this is a very common thing. And of course, around New Year, or when somebody discovers that I need to get that weight down now, right? So they just like jump on a diet, jump on the, workout program, and then they go hard for 6, 7 days. And then the intensity is high, the workout frequency is high, and then they burn out. And then they're like, oh, this is not working because now you sit on a couch for the next 2 weeks. Of course, it's not working this way. So for the second person, it is a lot more important thing not to go like hardcore and like 7 workouts a week and like push yourself. It's a lot more, it's much more important thing for this person to find regularity and do that things less frequently. Start with just even 2 workouts a week, but get consistent with these two before you add in, right? And you got to realize that, I move my body when I feel like it. You may never feel like it, so you may have to push yourself a little bit outside of your comfort zone and get the thing done. Okay, so we've described the first person as like very obsessed with working out. Nothing can come between me and my workouts. I'm gonna go hard every time, not gonna skip anything. And then the second person is like, yeah, I kind of sort of work out a little bit, but not really. But where's the results? Okay. So now let's talk about the third person. And this is where I would like you to get to. And this is what I would call something like middle ground person, right? And a middle ground doesn't sound sexy. It's not like, oh, results, big results and happen so quickly. This is the what we want to hear. Everybody wants to hear like about this new diet program or the new workout program or something that gives the results like so fast, right? You just snap your fingers and boom, it's there. Like, tell me that extreme thing. What is it? Tell me. But it doesn't work like this because there's no magic thing like that. There's no magic thing like that. If you want some kind of magic bullet when it comes to fitness, your magic bullet is lifting. If you want something when it comes to your food, your magic bullet's protein. But this is about as close as it gets to magic bullet. Even these things are not like the whole key to everything, right? But stop looking for extreme stuff. It doesn't work. So what this person number three is doing, that's the boring middle ground person, working out 2 to 4 times a week and consistently, right? Consistency really matters. Most weeks, she at the gym or at home gym, wherever you work out, 2 to 4 times per week. Her workouts are nothing extreme as far as intensity or duration. So most commonly, it's like traditional weight training where we're doing the big lifts with dumbbells or barbells. Workouts about 45 to 60 minutes and it's done, let's do 2 or 3 workouts a week and cool. Then next week we repeat. Next week we repeat and repeat and repeat because that's your lifestyle now. So that's what you're going to do. But at the same time, if you are tired or this person is tired and maybe has a lot of stress or several sleepless nights, she now needs some time to rest because her body's tired. She takes it and she's not going to be like, I have to push myself. And she's also not going to be like, okay, I took a rest and now I'm going to rest on the couch for the next like 3 months. No, it's like, I'm going to take a break because my body genuinely, truly, and actually needs it. And she doesn't obsess about it. She understands that this is self-care. This is so normal. I mean, look at babies or look at animals. When they're tired, what do? They go rest. Go rest and then they are recovered and then they get up and then they go to the next thing. And I think we can be the same, right? If you're tired, go get your rest. And then don't forget your discipline, right? You have your discipline. So when you feel better, you get back and then you keep working, right? But understand that important, the self-care is important and you can't ignore it. You can't beat yourself up for taking a break. Also, this person understands that muscle that has been built over the course of several years not going to fall off the body. It's just not gonna. So if you miss one workout, if you miss 2 workouts, if you miss one week, not that I encourage it because like I want you to all be lazy or not like that, but because if it happens, if you need to have a lighter week, your muscle is not going to go anywhere. So that's an example, like I said before, you go to a hotel and oh my God, there's no gym. It's like, oh my God, like what's going to happen to all these muscles that I've built over the years? Well, nothing. You're still going to have them. And this week off was probably good for you, right? So it's okay. You can stay calm, you can stay relaxed, you can go on hikes and walks and do other things on a vacation. You don't have to worry about not doing the workouts or missing a few workouts. It's gonna be all fine, right? So the last one is obviously the most balanced approach to fitness. And I really hope that most of you are in this place where you are disciplined, you have your routine, you have your goals, you're working on them, right? It happens regularly, you are consistent. But at the same time, you're also listening to yourself. You know when you need a break. You have this self kindness and self care. Like, I know that I need a break now. I know that I'm not a bad person. I know that I don't have to be perfect. I know that um, nothing terrible is going to happen. So I want you to get to this place where you feel this way And if you don't yet, then it's just practice. If you tend to get these perfectionistic tendencies and being super hard on yourself, then just self-talk. You gotta be, approaching it with a kinder self-talk. You gotta tell yourself, hey, that's okay. It's okay. I need to rest now. That's what I'm gonna do. Not a bad person because of it. Nothing's wrong with me because of it. I'm fine. Right. So you gotta have this gentle positive self-talk. And if you are, the second group who never gets anything done, same thing. You have to, you have to get to work, right? It's a different work that you need to do compared to that person, like perfectionist. You have to do it differently. You have to push yourself a little. You have to hold yourself accountable. There's definitely also a lot of effort involved. You may want to have like a friend or coach who holds you accountable so that you can get things done. So people need different things, but ultimately, I hope that we can all arrive in this third um, personality that I described, the boring middle ground person, because this is really what's best for our overall long-term health and longevity. And I think this is really the main goal of fitness. Okay, thank you. I hope this episode was helpful and interesting for you, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.